folks, Duke CT here, back once again on this supremely hot Friday afternoon. It is 97, I think, degrees out there right now, so that's why I have my fan going. Anyway, let's get on to the main topic of this video. I'm going to be talking about Kenny King and his, decision to go to TNA. And to get some clarification for people who don't know who Kenny King is, Kenny King is a professional wrestler who was, once upon a time, was with Ring of Honor, the third biggest promoter of pro wrestling at this moment in North America. And, well, some would say, what's the problem? I mean, he went to a company, TNA, which is looking pretty good right now. You know, then again, the fluctuation with TNA between good and bad has, I'm still hesitant with TNA right now because you don't know what's going to happen. Is TNA going to be good, bad, different? We don't know. Anyway, some would say, hey, Kenny King is going to leave Ring of Honor for TNA and everything else. What's the problem here? Well, our problem is that Kenny King is, currently, or not really currently right now, is the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion. He recently won that belt at Best in the World with his tag team partner, Red Titus. And both of them together are known as ANX, the All Night Express. And it's really, the funny thing is we have the reports and everything right now that we now know are, it's still conjecture at this point, that Kenny King was operating on a, as a verbal deal, like, I will sign with you, he was going to sign Ring of Honor, verbally, like he said, he was going to verbally sign with Ring of Honor. But it looked like but instead he went with TNA. As it showed last night, he qualified for Destination X pay-per-view with qualified for Destination X pay-per-view and such. Which I don't know who. I think he might win. I don't know. They still might be doing this whole thing with Joey Ryan. I have no idea, but I have a feeling that it's going to be something more interesting. Something interesting about that. I don't know what's going to happen to him, if he is going to sign, is he going to sign or not. The question now is that the question is now that what does happen with Red Titus? Is he going to be punished for what his partner is going to be doing too? I hope not. I really hope not, because Ring of Honor needs all the stars it can get right now. As business has not been going good with Ring of Honor. They had to cancel some shows because of low attendance, and with the whole pay-per-view fiascos that happened in the past couple pay-per-views, I guarantee you, what happened? I mean, Best in the World, as far as I hear, did not have any type of pay-per-view shenanigans, but that crap will get people on. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna buy your pay-per-views, or how cheap they are, if I can't watch them or something goes wrong. That's the main problem with that. And not to excuse Kenny King what he did. I mean, Kenny King basically had a verbal agreement, and he was a champion, a tag champion, and he bailed on the company, which is a really crappy thing to do. And it is a really crappy thing. And to me, Ring of Honor is some sort of the blame here, because they should have signed. They should have got the name signed on the dotted line. And if they knew this guy was not going to be, sign full term to a big deal, why put him in a situation where he gives him the tag team titles or something? I don't care how good he is, a good guy he is. Make sure the name is in the dotted line. Heck, Jim Cornette's there. Jim Cornette knows this from firsthand with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall way back in the day in WWE and everything else. It is, I don't know how this happened. I don't know who's running things up there in Ring of Honor. But it just seems to me that this is a really bad deal from basically, it was bad on Kenny King's part, which it was. Kenny King should not have left, jumped the company the way he did. I just, to me, that's a really bad way to leave a company. But for Ring of Honor to just say, hey, we're just getting a handshake deal. No, you get that stuff in writing. That's the first thing it should have done. And it's amazing that this stuff still, I mean, you know, this stuff happens in the business that, you know, I still follow and love. You know, just hopefully, maybe this is like a teachable moment for Ring of Honor that, you know, make sure they have everyone signed. But yeah, they lost a huge star for them, and I just hope that Rhett Titus does not pay for Kenny King's sins, because he is a really good wrestler as well. Or if he does get punished, he might just leave too, since I don't know, his deal might, I think his deal is coming up too. He might join Kenny King in TNA, which right now I think ANX would be great in TNA, personally. You know, because they do need a good tag division, and they need a good tag division right now. And with I don't know what TNA tag division now is right now, but I think ANX would be really good for them. That's my personal opinion, and that's it. I'll probably, if I can find more information about Kenny King, I will talk more about my podcast tonight. Also, I'm going to be putting my last week's podcast up tonight as well. Someone talks you. I couldn't download the podcast, put it up on download the podcast on my computer now. I could do it last night. I did it last night, so I'm going to be editing it, putting the pictures up, and put it up for you tonight. And we'll be doing that. Hopefully, getting this podcast I'm doing live tonight. Hopefully, get that up sooner as well, because I do love putting the podcast up. You guys love it as well, and I will be putting these podcasts up, and hopefully do more content for the YouTube channel, because there's a lot more videos I am going to try to do. And also, my Duke CT last review is standing. My review of TNA Slammiversary will be up, hopefully, by next Tuesday. And I will hopefully get that review up, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And that's for the next last review, or standing review. I'm thinking about doing a Ring of Honor 10th anniversary show. I want to hear your thoughts about that. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Yeah, and that's all I have to say. Just a little stuff on the comments. And what are your thoughts about Kenny King basically doing what he did, jumping ship like that? I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Was it a horrible thing? Was it the right thing? Was it as horrible as some people are saying it is? Like Ring of Honor is just doing no business, like screw this. Or maybe, you know, Ring of Honor thinks it's like this is the biggest betrayal moment of all time, or maybe it's not that bad, it's just a wrestling business, and, you know, people need to move on. Don't hear your thoughts about that. Anyway, it's Duke CT here. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.